Alright, let's crack into this little kit here. There we go. Cut it nice and clean. I'm gonna open it. Oh my gosh, look at that. There's not many bags because crawlers are easy to put together. Look at all these tasty parts. We're just gonna take them all out. Oh yeah. Look at those links and such. Oh yeah. Look at those axles, I guess. That's not very nice. These axles are cool, right? They're cool. Yeah, I guess. Look at those shocks. Look at them. They're all gold. I think they're more bronze than gold, but you know what I mean. And there you get your normal drive shafts. So, bravo-do. And there's some support braces or something. It's interesting. It's interesting indeed. But yeah. And then you got your chassis. Oh yeah, look at that little thing. Look at it. Look at how dainty it is. It's gonna be fun. It's got some shapes. You know? It look like something. And then inside the box you got all kinds of cool artwork. Alright, so it looks like I finally got the trains together, the chassis together. I'm liking these little bronze cross plates. They definitely feel like they're a little bit better than, you know, if it was just plastic. It was stripped. Could have stripped. It's okay. And this motor mount's pretty bulky. Pretty cool. Yeah, I like the forward motor mount. It's obviously one of the big upgrades for this kit. Let's keep going. Alright, so now that I got the front axle assembled, there are some things that I like about it. I like that it's got an adjustable caster. You can clock that rear C-hub and everything. That would be nice. It's nice. And the behind the axle steering, I thought was cool, you know, from Element that they did. These guys actually have a little set screw and then a screw with a nut on the other side. And then there's actually supposed to be a smaller set screw on the other side. So this thing is good and clamped down and not going anywhere. Alright, so I wanted to make a note of the servo mount. Now, the directions say you can mount it like this, or the directions say to mount it like this, but that looks ugly. I don't know. It just doesn't look appealing. And realistically, I think that this way looks cleaner with the truss, and you run the screws through here from the front instead of from the other side of the axle. Now, the reason they probably tell you that is because with these guys, with this sitting here this way, then you can't fit your rod end on there, you know, on the outsides. Now the directions tell you to use a 2 mil spacer, But I found if you use one of the extra 7mm spacers, you can actually push the rod end to fit right into this little pocket. So that way you can run the servo mount like this, which looks way cooler. Hey guys, what's up? Got the competition Fox built. I went a little bit off the directions. Followed the directions a little bit. I don't always build the element trans, so I gotta look at that just to remember where gears go and such. These bronze pieces, the chassis braces and the forward motor mount that I believe is from Artful Dodgers is pretty nice. I'm not quite sure what electronics I'm going to put in this yet. I have some sitting around. Yeah, I'm not sure what wheels and tires I'm going to put on this thing yet. But it was a fun build. It went together fairly well. There was a few things that I don't know if they were actually missing or if I just managed to misplace them with my chaotic building of just kind of throwing everything down. I was a little pressed for time. I was hoping to have this done and put out yesterday, but it's coming out Friday. And the shocks were some shocks that I already had built. I just ran out of time. I tried to do too much. Overall, though, like their porta boxes, they feel pretty beefy. They feel like they got some beef to them. The chassis feels okay, I suppose. It does remind me of one you can get from like Power Hobbies or Enduro and other companies. I mean, a lot of these flat rail carbon fiber chassis are pretty similar. It's okay. I'm sure it'll do the job. I'm sure it'll get you into competing. The thing that is a little janky, that is a little weird, that everybody I'm sure has talked about, is this rear lockout axle. I mean, it is cool that it's a front axle, so it probably wouldn't be very hard to make it a four-wheel steer vehicle. But I feel like Associated could share a little bit of that money that they're getting from all those retro kits that they're putting out, send it over to Element, and build a proper rear axle housing. But it's not all bad. I mean, it does give you plenty of adjustability. So if for whatever reason you wanted to adjust your toe in a little bit, you can. Maybe it'll help you squeak that rear axle through a gate, sideways. I don't know. It is a little concerning just because there is a little bit of play in there from the hollow ball to the rod end. So only time will tell how that's going to be affected later on down the road from any kind of bouncing or rolling or whatever. These rod ends are going to start to wear out, and you're going to have even more play. And when you're talking competition, it's all about precision driving, and that little bit of slop is not very precise. But if you've seen any of my builds, none of my stuff is tight. It's all falling apart anyways, so I'm probably not the guy to listen to. Best thing to do is to not listen to us YouTubers and just get out there and drive. That's the best thing to do. But overall, I don't think it was too bad. like I mentioned, I did something a little different with the servo mount. Um, yeah, it went together pretty good. Overall, I would say for the price, I don't know. I mean, you can buy these portal boxes, the portal axle kit. Um, you could probably buy that kit plus a decent frame rail set for possibly a little cheaper. Um, there's a lot of great carbon fiber options out there. I mean, Corrupt Carbon Works, the Deluxe chassis, the XO. There's a lot of really good proven chassis out there if you really want to get serious with competition. Um, if you want to just casually get into competing, I think the SCX10 Pro and Vanquish kits are a little bit better. But if you're a big Element fan or just enjoy building kits like I do, then this is a good option. Um, Obviously, the price point is closer to the ready to run hobby or no Red Cat Ascent Fusion. I take this over that just because it's not Red Cat, but that's just me. So enough of my rambling, I guess. Um, Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for doing whatever it is you do. I appreciate it. Tiny Truck on, my people. I'll catch you on the next one. Let me know in the comments what you think, what tires I should put on this, what body I should put on this. Because I don't even know what I want to run yet. So, catch you on the next one.